Hey Bravians, I hope you had a great weekend. Today we'll be taking a look at a few chart analysis in preparation for the week ahead. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you're interested in learning to trade Forex from scratch, from a beginner's level to a professional level, I'm going to be teaching you personally. Check out our course on Udemy. I've attached the link to the course in the description below. Without further ado, let's dive into the chart. So real quick, we'll be taking a look at a few charts in preparation for next week, and we're going to be starting with gold. So this is a daily chart on gold. As you can see, we talked about how gold bounced off this triple bottom, sending price all the way to these highs here, and we talked about how we might see some, bearish reversal because the bears have to show some strength before we eventually go up to try as much as possible to take out these highs. So right now you can see last week we bounced off this area of value. So this is a significant area of value because this area has been used as a support level before and as a resistance level over here, and a very good resistance level over here before we had this massive run to the upside. So right now we had price bouncing off this area of value, sending price all the way high. So I'm going to break down what happened here when we go to the lower time frame. So this area of value can also be referred to as an area of demand, okay, because at this level there were tons of buyers willing to put in those buy orders to send price to the upside. So I'm going to go down to the 2 hours time frame to see if we can spot out any good trade opportunities for this coming week, right? So what we can see right now is a descending wedge, right? So this is a falling wedge or a descending symmetrical triangle, right? But the proper term for this pattern here is a falling wedge, which is usually a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, so this is a bullish reversal chart pattern because we had a bullish breakout and you can see the price consolidation over here and then a bullish move to the upside. So we can also take this area of value. So this is also a resistance level we broke last week. So I'm going to show you this really quick. So we also broke out from this area of value. We had a retest and we had a move to the upside. So if you're going to go into this trade, because I'm already into this trade, I got into this trade around these price levels last week, and I also talked about this last week. Just for those who followed our previous chart analysis, this is just a no-brainer, right? We had bounce off an area of value, then we had a breakout from this falling wedge and a bullish move to the upside. So if you are not in yet, so you should watch out for something like this to take advantage of this price movement. So you can watch out for a small consolidation around this price level, followed by a bullish breakout targeting this next area of value. So this is what I'll be watching out for to go long on gold. That's for those who aren't in already. Alternatively, you could watch out for a simple retest and a bullish reversal to the upside. So this is something you watch out for to go long on gold. Right now I wouldn't be going short on gold because this is a no-brainer. Okay, it's simply a trade opportunity to go long on. Okay, so I'm going short on gold. That's it briefly for gold. Before I move on, stop loss is going to be below this area of value, and take profit is going to be around this area of value. So this is going to be my outlook for gold for those who aren't in on the trade yet. So watch out for this and trade accordingly with good risk management, right? So moving on, we're going to talk about GBP-USD briefly. So GBP-USD, as we talked about last week as well, we are in a ranging market. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about real quick. So yeah, so we are in a ranging market, price bouncing off this support and resistance level, and there's a good chance we are going to head higher now, right? So what would I be watching out for to go long? Because obviously we just bounced off the support level, so it's only logical to look for opportunities to go long. And while you're looking for opportunities to go long, you have to take note of this important area of values. Okay, so this target 1, target 2, and we have target 3. So these are the different barriers along the way if you get into a long position targeting these highs here. So you can also draw out this trend. So you can pick something like this. So now we're trying to pick an entry for GBP-USD. Could do something like this. Okay, so it could be something like this, and you simply watch out for a consolidation within this price level to go, watch out for a consolidation like this to go long. So a break of this trend line might present a good opportunity to go long if we don't immediately go to this high now and break this high. So this is something I'll watch out for on GBP-USD for me to go long on this chart. And when I go long, my first target is going to be around this resistance level. Second target is going to be around this area of value, and the last target is going to be around this level. Then wait patiently to see if price gets enough momentum to break above this resistance level, aiming for higher prices. So this is how I'm going to trade GBP-USD. But if we do not get a break to the downside, okay, giving us this small consolidation before we break this, trend line, then I'm going to wait for price to break through this resistance level. So we might therefore get something like this. So give me a minute. So we might end up getting something like this. Move to the upside, a consolidation around this resistance level, and then a bullish breakout. So this is something else that could happen on GBP-USD for us to go long, aiming for these higher price levels. But before we get to these higher price levels, we're going to use this area of value as our first target and trail the rest of our entry up to these highs. So if we get a consolidation like this before a breakout, then your stop loss is going to be around these price levels. Okay, so your stop loss is going to be below the consolidation, while your take profit, as I said earlier, is going to be around these highs, but we're going to trail it gradually as we move higher. So this is my outlook brief for GBP-USD. Moving on, USD-JPY real quick. This is an interesting chart as well. So the first thing we can observe from this chart is that price seems to be giving us signals relating to a bearish divergence. Okay, as you can see on the price action, we can see we have 3 higher highs. So 1, 2, 3. So these are 3 higher highs on the price, and on the RSI looking down below here, we have 3 lower highs. So this is a strong signal of a bearish divergence, which means there's a good chance price is going to go down. Okay, so this also correlates with our expectations for gold. So if gold is to go up, then you can expect USD-JPY to go down, because for USD-JPY, the US dollar is the base currency in USD-JPY, while for gold it moves in the opposite direction with DXY. So when the DXY is bearish, gold is bullish. Okay, so if the DXY is bearish, expect USD-JPY to be bearish. So that's just a quick currency pair correlation to pay attention to. So for my entry, so this is a 2 hours chart on USD-JPY. For my entry, I'm going to wait patiently for price to break below this area of value. So I'm going to watch out for something like this. So for USD-JPY, I'm just going to be patient enough to see what price does. So price is going to come into this area of value, consolidate a little, and then give us a bearish breakout to the downside. So this is going to be my scenario to go short on USD-JPY in line with the bearish divergence we have on chart right now. So my stop loss is going to be above the consolidation, and my take profit is going to be probably around this area of value. So I'm going to mark that real quick. So my stop loss is my take profits, is going to be around these price levels here. So this would be my take profits. Then we're going to follow the price as it evolves to the downside. So alternatively, if we don't get this, okay, we might get a sharp breakout to the downside. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So we might get a sharp breakout to the downside. Then I'm going to wait for a retest, or I'm going to wait for a consolidation below this area of value and a bearish breakout to go short. So it's almost the same thing, just that in this case we are waiting for a breakout first, then followed by a retest or a consolidation before going short, while the first scenario is waiting for a consolidation above or on the area of value before the breakout. So either way, we are going to be patient enough to see what price does for us to go short on USD-JPY. So moving on, we're going to talk about Nasdaq real quick. So this is a Nasdaq chart on a 4 hours time frame. As you can see, this is our area of value here marked in this green zone, and we had a very good bounce of the area of value, and you can see we also had a descending channel with a bullish breakout which sent price higher. So right now I'm going to go down to the lower time frame to see how we can take advantage of this price action on Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is also referred to as US 100, just in case your broker does not list this instrument as Nasdaq, right? So I'm not in on this trade right now. So for me to go long, so this is a long trade opportunity, obviously. So for me to go long, I'm going to watch out for something like this. So I'm going to watch out for a consolidation as always. I'm going to watch out for a consolidation like this, a good one. And a bullish breakout, this is going to be my scenario to go long on Nasdaq. The reason I wait for consolidation, like I always say, is to give me a good risk to reward ratio and to give me that confirmation that the bulls has more momentum to keep pushing the price higher. Because right now, at the current price, you can see we are currently overbought, which means the bulls might be getting exhausted. So this is the reason why we need this consolidation to send the RSI back into the safe zone, giving the bulls enough momentum for a continuation of this bullish move. So this is what I'll watch out for to go long. Beside this, I'm not going to just jump into this trade because it looks enticing, okay? Because if you jump into a trade right now, your stop loss is going to be it's going to have to be around these lows here, which would not be a very good, risk to reward ratio. So waiting for this consolidation, my stop loss is going to be below the consolidation, which will give me a very good level to set my stop loss, while my take profit level is going to be around these highs. Okay, so if you take a look at this gives you a better risk to reward ratio. So the bullish continuation pattern or this consolidation might be an ascending triangle, it might be a bullish flag, it might be a bullish rectangle, and so on, provided we have a bullish breakout at the end of that consolidation. It might take a day, it might take 2 days, it might take a few hours. So I'm just going to pay attention to what the price does before I go long on Nasdaq. Besides going long, I'm not thinking about going short because this is clearly a bullish setup, right? So right now, my opportunity to go long will be waiting for a consolidation and a bullish breakout to go long. So moving on real quick, I'm going to talk about EUR-JPY. This was requested by one of our community members on Discord. This is a very, very crazy chart. So EUR-JPY, this is the 2 days chart, and what we can see is that we have an area of value. So price bouncing up this level as a support level, here as a resistance level, and here as a resistance level. So there's a good chance we might reverse to the downside. Okay, so there's a good chance we might see something like this. So there's a good chance we might see something like this before eventually going higher. Okay, so this is something you have to pay attention to, but at the current price level, we are currently at a no man's land. So this is not a very good price level to go short. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frame. Let's say the 2 days time frame, for example. So the 2 hours time frame, for example. So on the 2 hours time frame, you can clearly see there's no area of value to go short on, right? So you can't just jump in on the trade here, and you can't draw a line saying this is an area of value because there's no other level matching up with these highs. So personally, I'm going to wait for price to get into this level. So let's say we slowly grind to the upside like this, for example, and we tap into this area of value. Then I'm going to wait for a very solid bearish reversal candlestick signifying that price is going to go lower before I think about going short, right? Or alternatively, I'm going to wait to see if we break out from this area of value, get a very good consolidation on the higher time frame, like 1 day time frame, and a bullish breakout for me to go long. So that's it briefly for EUR-JPY. I usually don't trade minor currencies, right? Minor currency pairs. So just for those who are looking forward to trade EUR-JPY either this week, next week, or months to come, this is something you should pay attention to before going short or going long. So lastly, we're going to talk about crude oil. So I haven't talked about crude oil in a while, so I'm going to touch on this real quick. So crude oil seems to be moving within a range for the past 3 months, I guess. So this has been ranging since December last year. So since December 2022, we have been ranging within this support and resistance level. So right now, I'm going to wait for price to slowly creep into the resistance level, give us a good bearish reversal candle. It might be a bearish engulfing candle, it might be a doji, it might be a spiny top, it might be an inverted hammer. Then I'm going to look for a confirmation to go short, targeting the resistance level. So the reason why I'm going to do this is because it's going to give me a tighter risk to reward ratio, a tighter stop loss. My stop loss is also going to be above this resistance level, and my take profit is going to be around the support level. Another reason why I'm looking forward to go short at this resistance level is because going up to the 1 day chart, this is still in a bearish trend. Okay, so this is clearly a bearish trend, just that we are consolidating within a range right now, with price thinking about where to head next. So if we break out from this area of value, then I'm going to look for confirmations to go long if we break out from this area of resistance. But I think we might see some price rejection before we go higher. So that's it briefly for crude oil and this week's analysis. If you love the content, please like the content, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to check out our course on Udemy, where I teach you how to trade Forex from scratch, right from the beginners level to the advanced level. Meanwhile, check out our Instagram page. We've got lots of great content every day, and also join our Discord channel. Okay, you get to interact with all the community members, our students, get to share your ideas and chats, and also get the chance to win cash prizes on our competitions, on our chat competitions. So that's it from me this week. See you next week.